That's actually a good sound. I'm so glad you're back. It's Sunday, so we're going to do a little bit of ASMR today. First of all, what do you think about my shirt? Do you like my shirt? Hey, I'm back. So happy to see you here. And today, let me tell you what we're going to do today. I don't really have like a big agenda for today, but since my journey of trying out ASMR, there's so much things that I can do. I've tried so many stuff. I've tried to come up with my own ideas, which I'm going to do in the future as well. I think I'm like this one idea I had with the songs that you have to guess. I really think that's still something good, and it can lead to something. And I'm gonna bring that back because I actually like it. And well, like it or not, I'm the one who's deciding what videos I take. Just kidding. You can always send me suggestions, and I try to try to include them, try to play around with them, like you saw with the mouse sounds. Those stem from a comment. But today I want to try something that I haven't done so much. I mean, I talk to you, but it's just like I'm gonna try to include like a little bit of whispering, but also maybe talking like in a soft voice, something like this maybe. That's also something that some of you like, and I'm still trying to find my style, because there's so much great ASMR out there, and also so much that I like. And how am I supposed to know what I like best doing? Because I like this whole ASMR world, and I've been watching ASMR videos for probably almost as long as they exist, and there's so much that I haven't done, so let me try something out. And today is just like a little bit about talking to you. I don't know, like I said, there isn't really an agenda, what I'm going to say, what I'm not going to say. But some people out there, I think, sleep best when you just talk to them about personal stuff, not so personal stuff. We're also gonna include some triggers, like hand sounds and a little bit of tapping. What do you know? I hope you like this, and I also it's only the second time that I use this. Hope you like it. I think it's a great those are actually eco-friendly, plastic-free gum. Like, all the packaging, of course, is plastic-free. I think it's just paper. And also the gums themselves are plastic free because like that. Actually, this oh, I'm sorry. This is not an ad. I don't get paid anything to do this. I think I said that in one of the last videos. But like, why don't we talk about this? So just see this. It's plastic free, and they are actually getting better at maintaining the flavor, like all the regular gum that you chew. I mean, it tastes good, it gives you good breath, but it's not biodegradable, or hardly biodegradable. In the end, lands somewhere in the environment, leading to microplastic, and in the end, probably some life forms dying because of that, and yeah. So I was looking for a plastic-free alternative and found one. It's, I gotta be honest, like the taste is still not as long, as you have with a regular chewing gum, but I guess the pricing is okay, and I mean, by buying that stuff, you support them, and you support them, and then they can spend more money on developing new techniques, and it's all for a good cause. Like, and also it's not like those are like, I don't know, triple digits. It's just like, I don't know, a euro or two, a dollar or two. It's almost the same, you could say so, but yeah, I pay with euro. Plastic free gum. Plastic free gum. Plastic free gum. Oh, my beard. Weird beard. Plastic free gum. Plastic free gum. Plastic free gum. So, as you might have seen on the thumbnail, something I really wanted to talk to you about today was this book that I'm currently reading. Probably most of you won't understand what it is. It's a World Without End. World Without End. It's the second part from the first book. Actually is called The Pillars of the Earth. 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 I don't know if you can see this, but I bought it secondhand, and yeah, the previous owner must have burned it or something. I don't know how you managed to like burn a book, but yeah, it looks like an accident. It doesn't look like he did it on purpose. next part, the next book, and I'm always gonna keep the style the same. Like, so I'm gonna read it and watch it in the same language that I'm used to it. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just like because you're used to the style of the author, or like of the also of the voices of the cast. So I'm reading this in German, but I really like the German title because like, you know, the first one is The Pillars of the Earth, and in English the second one is World Without End. But you know, Pillars of the Earth and Gates of the World, it's pretty much the same style, so someone put some thought into that. The third one in German actually is The Foundation of Eternity. I actually don't know, I haven't looked that up, what the third book title is in English. So let me know in the comments if you know if it's the same, or if it's also something more or less unrelated, you know, like Word Without End. I think it's, I mean, of course it's by the original author. He will have the best, you know, understanding of what he means because it's his own thoughts. But I think it's like it has a nice ring to it if you like keep playing with the same metaphors, you know. In case you have read it, what did you like about the book? Because I just finished the first book, like, I don't know, like last week or the week before that, and I'm already on page 400 with this one because it's kind of addictive, kind of easy to read also, and I'm not a big fan of non-fiction books most of the time because I'm still at uni. I'm at law school, and pretty much all I do all day is read non-fictional texts. And so, you know, if there is like an author who can like overdo things a little bit, make them more interesting, although like real history and real life is interesting enough. I'm a very big fan of history. I'm very interested in history. Actually, fiction can be something that's like, you know, more magical and it plays out a lot more, but it's, I don't know, just the way I feel about it. And that's actually something that I really love about this book, or more or less this author, because he has published a lot of books, and I've read some of them. And the way it works is it's a non-fictional book. It's actually historic facts that he writes about, but the main characters of his books are fictional, and they are always somewhere, like they are really acting and interacting with non-fictional people. So let's say this is in 14th century, and the first book was played in the 12th century, and like say the kings or queen, or if the usurpers years, because there was like succession war at that time, where the blood plays in the first book. Those were the actual kings and queens and usurpers and princes and lords, and archbishops and popes and all those people that play a role, and like historical figures. They are real, but the main characters, where you know like their thoughts and their day-to-day life, they are not real, but they are always positioned somewhere in that world where they could actually have been. Like, you know, like the main character won't be like the actual archbishop or an actual king, because that would be historically false. They weren't, you know, but they will always be like, I don't know, like a counsel to the king, or a bishop in like a smaller city that's like interacting with the real archbishop, or you know, like a wool trader, something like that. And they are always at places where it would be realistic for them to have been at that time. And he actually explains a lot of mechanisms of that time through his own characters, and uses them to emphasize, I would say, like the differences between then and now, also of day-to-day life. Like, you know, if you read like historic, like non-fiction books, like the focus is most of the time is at war or at politics, but in these books you actually get to know like how did architecture, this is a lot of about architecture. I'm not an architect or an engineer, but it's actually really relatable. He explains how architecture worked back then, or what did they know about their environment, or about physics. How did they sleep? How did they go to the toilet? How did they live? What did their houses look like? Were they made of wood or made of stone already? And something like that. Like, how did laws in like small villages look like? How are the laws executed? And how did medicine work? What kind of you know, yeah, just I'm I'm getting carried away here, but it's like he really explains very visual how stuff worked back then, and it's like, it's really addictive to me because I really find it interesting. Yeah, that's what I like about the books. When first reading it, I mean, I only read it once so far. I'm not even through with this one, but sometimes some of the scenes, I thought to myself, might be a little too, how do I put this, explicit for me, and a little too graphic. Also when it comes to like violence and stuff, and I mean, you could put it as also a quality of the author, that he can that he's like, he doesn't emphasize stuff, and probably a lot of the stuff that happens to the main characters when they are only, I don't know, 14 or 15, really happened to people in medieval times, when they were at that age, and still happens to people today. Yeah, but sometimes it's also a little hard hard to read. Like, it's totally easy to read, and you can sit there for hours and hours, and it does get boring. But sometimes it's like, I mean, you can think what you will, but yeah, it's sometimes it's a little too graphic for me. Is basically all I want to say. But one could also say, I'm sorry. I thought I heard something, but that was nothing. Yeah, I mean, you could also, in benefit of the author, say that it's a good thing that he doesn't busy and so stuffed, I usually yeah, take the opportunity and um, put my books that I've finished reading back there and get new ones. But if you like this, like talking about books, maybe also talking about a film or two, like a movie in the future, let me know that. I also still have a lot of DVDs back home that we could talk about, And while we're at it, tap on. So let me know if you like that. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in today again. And yeah, let's see where this journey is going. And yeah, let me tell you one more time, I'm really thankful for every single one of you who watches my videos, who likes them, who subscribes, who even leaves a comment. Yeah, it really means the world to me. So let me know how you liked it. Also, don't hesitate, don't hold back to tell me what you like most, what kind of ASMR I actually do best. Because everyone should do, not only but every once in a while should do what they are best at, because that has like the potential to amaze people around them and amaze themselves and fill them with joy. And in that spirit, just tell me what I'm best at and what you like most. I mean, it will differ from person to person, but yeah, just tell me, and I might do more of that. And I think I'll never stop of trying different stuff out when it comes to ASMR. But yeah, and at some point I gotta make my mind up what I'm actually gonna do and what I like most. But it's so hard because I like everything. It's really all fun, and luckily there's no one who tells me what I can or can't do. So I'm doing 2 videos a week, and I can do like different stuff every time, and that's actually nice. So I hope you liked the video, and for those of you who don't like me talking, the next video is gonna be another no